Welcome back, everyone, to Anonymous Addiction Deprogramming Podcast. This says never give up, never surrender. I'm Bobby C. I'll be your host. Thanks for joining me. Today, we're going to be deprogramming step two of Alcoholics Anonymous. I'm going to kind of title this How to Convert an Atheist and Agnostic, or non believers, into believing AA and God. I mean, a lot of trickery going on, a lot of let's say magical. It's almost like we're going to be talking about the magical mystery tour of the 12-step program, and we're going to be talking about step 2. Step 2 came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity because we're insane, right? We're powerless, hopeless, insane, mentally ill. No, we're not. But that's what Alcoholics Anonymous wants us to believe. Right here in the book, actually, step 2 starts with we agnostic. That's where step 2 is. We agnostics. We agnostics and atheists and non believers and believers that lost their faith. Yes. Above all, the bewildered one, the militant atheist, the belligerent one, calling agnostics savages. Agnostics or atheists are savage. They're bewildered, calling them all kinds of names. But this is how they're going to convert them to get to A, B, and C. God couldn't would if he were saw it. And it all starts right here in chapter 4, we agnostics. Now it says over and over again, it says they use the word spirituality all the time. They use the word power greater than ourselves. They're using the words power, powerful. Listen how many times they use and what content they use spiritual basis. They're talking about spiritual growth, spiritual terms, spiritual experiences, power beyond ourselves, supreme being, power, which is God, God of our concept, of our own concepts, however inadequate. Now, remember in the beginning, when you form your own concepts, even though it's inadequate and it's impossible, what other language do they use? Inadequate, impossible, and a few other words. Let's see. Spiritual growth, spiritual terms, spiritual expressions. They're using this word spiritual a lot because it's the trick to get us to believe the new age spiritual word, but get us to God, get us to believe in this God that AA talks about. Spiritual things, spiritual matters, all powerful guiding creative intelligence, power greater than ourselves, spiritual side. Let's see, power greater than ourselves, the realm of the spirit, consciousness of the present of God. These are all words. Words cast spells upon us. Repetition is the mother's brainwashing. Repetition over and over again. They give you two choices. Let's see. We had to fearlessly face the proposition that either God is everything or else he is nothing. He is nothing. God either is or God either isn't. What was our choice? Two choices. This is a very manipulative uh, way to hijack somebody into or indoctrinate somebody into believing in AA's God AA's religious God or just God, you know. At the end they talk about the miracle of healing. Okay. Seemingly he could not drink even if he would. God has restored his sanity. Only God can do it. It is it is very confusing. It's like bewildering, it's confusing, it's perplexed. It's a psychological abuse tactic. Just imagine you're coming in and you're trying over and over again, but you're waiting for God's will, because only God's will restore you to sanity. You're waiting and waiting and nothing happens because they didn't tell you that it's your will. You're going to do it. It's going to be you, the creator of your words. What happens is in Alcoholics Anonymous, they are telling us what to believe. They're telling us the words, the language to use. Through repetition, subliminal osmosis, we are hearing these messages over and over again, so they're brainwashing us. Even though we are the creators of our destiny through the words we speak, they're giving us the words to speak. They are telling us what to think, how to feel, and what to say. Abracadabra. I create as I speak. What I speak becomes reality, but what I am told to speak also becomes reality. Yeah, they mention the word miracles. Even so has God restored us all to our right minds. So over and over and over again, they talk about this power, the spirit of the universe. We had to stop doubting the power of God. Stop questioning. Our ideas did not work, but the God idea did. It's a manipulation, subtle but powerful. Yes, these are some of the words that they use. They call us belligerent, being belligerent, being defiant, because they want us to conform. Agnostics, atheists. How can any agnostic or atheist say that they're even agnostic or atheist in AA? They have AA Agnostica over in Canada or even here. Now they have a lot of secular meetings. They are worshiping AA. Alcoholics Anonymous is their deity. Alcoholics Anonymous, the society, the pyramid, the triangle, is the deity, is the God. Alcoholics Anonymous is their God. So, had to fearlessly face the proposition that God was or wasn't. Yes, our concept, however inadequate, they call it very inadequate. Uh, we have to surrender. We have to resign. We have to stop doubting. We have to stop questioning, stop debating. Even in the 12 and 12, when they talk about the first page right here, miracle. This miracle, he will perform this miracle. Then they label us. Then they got the sponsor. At this junction, the sponsor usually laughs. The sponsor laughs. And the sponsor probably says, take it easy. The hoop that you have to jump through is much broader than you think. Hmm. See, they want you to have your conception, even though there is no way anyone can conceive what God is. It's unknowing, right? We must conform to the authority of Alcoholics Anonymous. It's all about conforming to the society. There's many different, they say there's many different ways. There's, at the end, they say these are the different types of former believers, full of faith, intellectual, self centered, self sufficient ones, had faith and lost it, the belligerent one or the savage, disguised with religion but didn't really have it because they didn't believe that God had the miracle to take or the obsession away, and the defiant one. They don't want us to defy. They talk about the mental illness. We're insane. We're mentally ill. We had not even prayed rightly. They talk about prayer. We don't even pray right. We don't even pray right. We don't even pray. Thy will be done, not ours. Thy will. Thy will be done. My will. Your will. Yeah, thy will. Thy will. Yeah. Yeah, it's all about the conversion into believing. Came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Came to believe. From agnostic atheists, came to believe in God. They really get you with this new book. That's even heavier than the rest of them. Uh, 60 times mention God in the new one. It's even they even go deeper. They go 60 times mention God, 48 times higher power, spirituality, power greater than ourselves. Over and over and over again. Spirituality. And it's just the beginning. They say it right here. Define God on your terms. It says it's just the beginning because the real thing is you're going to say God because God could and would if he were sought. You're going to mention God. Even myself, I don't like to use the word God. I don't like the word at all. I don't like the word spirituality anymore. But still, because I'm programmed when I was a kid, I was raised Catholic. I was born without a religion, raised Catholic. Even today, sometimes I'll say, God bless you, or, God's on the dollar bill and God we trust. Hmm. I could use the word God and get probably 75% more viewers. Okay, just with that one word, because we know this is a Christian, America is a Christian fellowship, and if you don't believe in God, then you're not a patriot. Even the patriots is a identity theft thing from the government. It's another podcast. Spiritual bias, spiritual benefits, let go. They talk about letting go. Let go of our resistance to faith. We're stubborn. We're prejudiced. You have to let go. We have to talk spiritual discussions. Have spiritual discussions. Spirituality was better than the alternative. Okay. And then they mention Einstein and the Wright brothers. Uh, they mention science. It's good to have science, but science is not going to do anything. Those of us who are agnostic and atheists don't believe that the power greater than ourselves affect our choices, our lives. We believe we are in total control. Doesn't that sound a little arrogant? Mm. Yeah, because we're arrogant. You know, let go. We have to let go of our prejudice. We all agree. Let go and let God. We want to show you why we think it is more sane and logical to believe in God than not to believe. Very rational, logical, sane. They talk about Christopher Columbus. They mention the Wright brothers, giving these examples of their faith. Okay, look, we all believe. Belief is, we believe in something. We believe, in this or we believe in that. Belief is not knowing. No, knowing, known, no. To say no to Alcoholics Anonymous and to know the truth. No is a very powerful word. No, I will not conform and I will not surrender. No, I will not conform to the authority of Alcoholics Anonymous. The description of the miracle man, you know, doesn't this story describe a miracle of healing? They talk about miracles. Yep. So, step two, taking came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity, hijacking, manipulating, converting the non-believer, the atheist and agnostic. If you think you're atheist and agnostic and you're still in Alcoholics Anonymous, you are the bewildered one because it doesn't make no rational logical sense that you're an atheist and agnostic when you are worshiping Alcoholics Anonymous. Take care, everybody. See you on the next podcast. Oh.